Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the Galley La Podcast. I'm your host, Geboss, and as always, joining me is your other host, Akainu Fanboy.
Yo.
And today we're going to be going over chapters 200 through 208 of Jujutsu Kaisen. And if you like our content, please like and subscribe. And let us know what you thought of the chapters. Because these are some big chapters. But yeah, we start back off with
Oh wait, real quick, but also no spoilers in the comments, please, because I am still reading week to week.
Yeah, well, batch to batch. We're not caught up weekly yet.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, we pick right back up with Sukuna saying that he's the one that Angel is after. And I think we talked about it a little bit in the previous video where they, like, everyone's kind of after Sukuna.
Yeah.
And Itadori has to hide the fact that he's Sukuna. And I thought that was just a funny little thing trying to convey the message to Fushiguro.
Yeah, Fushiguro is annoyed. He's not impressed by this.
Yeah.
So yeah, they go through all that hard work, and now they have another conundrum, gang.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think about this thing? Because we cut back to February. We're in November, so we cut back to February where Kenjaku's meeting with the President of the United States.
Yeah.
So he's had this plan in the works for a long time. But yeah, what did you think of this section?
So we previously saw him with the Chinese government too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's definitely playing all of them, and he basically kind of admits in the thought bubble later on. Which my instinct here is he wants to start some big global conflict, which increases cursed negative energy, which feeds cursed spirits to cause more cursed spirits to go crazy. That's basically what I think is going to happen. And he's playing off of the insecurities and to a certain extent, well-founded respect, like the fears of these nations. It's in their best interest to get this because the other nations are going to get it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point too, so it kind of makes sense that it's going to go that way. When your enemies think they're going to get like a powerful weapon, they're going to want the powerful weapon too, and I think like that's kind of like the foundation here, which then creates more negative energy.
Yeah, because he's basically creating like an arms race with all of this, kind of hiding the fact that it's we're gonna be using it for energy for us, and even Kenjaku's like, oh no, you're actually gonna be protecting them from other nations if you round them up. But yeah, I did think it was interesting, and we get my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen, Gary K. Johnson.
Got it.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought this was an interesting couple of chapters, because we see like the Gary Johnson being like, oh yeah, we will just use like a couple of what's the exact number?
Like 1 battalion, I think, and they said they would need 800 soldiers, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and they just get obliterated by Kenjaku's curse manipulation.
Was that one battalion, or was that just a couple dozen guys?
So I think they broke it all down, and it was like 45 people right there. So
yeah.
But yeah, we see like the 800 people being added to the Culling Games stuff, the numbers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't expect this kind of interaction to be taking place in Jujutsu Kaisen of all series, because it's kind of blending like the like military with sorcery and everything.
Yeah, so one point I'm thinking about is like, can humans actually hurt Jujutsu sorcerers, or is this just a way for Kenjaku to get the numbers up to continue to feed up curse energy, and that they can actually do nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Or like they go in there and then they activate their curse energy as a result.
Because we do know that regular people can enter into the barriers, if they agree to be players. So, but yeah. But we cut away from that, and we get to the main part that we're going to be talking about, which is Kenjaku's raid on Tengen's place. So, yeah, did you expect this to be like at this point in the story already, or
no?
Yeah,
I was pretty confident about the outcome. Just, I think it's kind of predictable what the outcome was going to be. You know, well, I thought like there was a chance Tengen would have got away. You know, thought Yuki was most likely going to die, even though it's kind of weird if she only got like one fight. You know.
Yeah.
I assume she's dead. I guess I could do some thing with a black hole and she teleported somewhere. Who knows? But like, I guess that's a possibility. But it was weird to see Tengen live. But I guess like them getting rid of Chozo is not going to really do anything when you think about it. You know, so like he wasn't going to like make the difference potentially. And basically, Kenjaku only lost because he fooled her. You know, and like he's powerful, but it's just kind of his various secrets which keep him alive. You know, it's like big bag, if you will. You know, and just to praise Yuta here, when you have just such a big bag of abilities that are unknown to your enemy, I think it like really in this verse it ups up your value as a combatant, basically. You know, as we see with Kenjaku here.
Yeah. But I wanted to really just talk about Yuki here in this fight, because, I mean, she shows that she's really strong, but like you said, like we only see her in this one fight, and it's like she's kind of hyped up this whole time, like she's Todo's master. She's a special grade.
One of the few, right?
Yeah, which we finally get a thing that Kenjaku says, like, special grades can take down like countries by themselves. So that's why in previous videos I didn't think like Yuta's opponents were special grade. The only one that could be argued is Druve, the one that he took out immediately, because I think it said that he single-handedly took down the archipelago in the Civil War.
Yeah.
But I just think like I don't think the other two can take out countries by themselves.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to develop a huge argument over this, because I think it's been hashed out in our comment section recently. But I guess like the only argument you could say that they're all special grades, if you were to concede that that first combatant is a special grade, then if they all had a standoff, then they might all be special grades, kind of thing, you know. So I think like that's like one way you can look at it, but I understand like their abilities don't look like they could stop anything, you know, like take down a whole country, you know. They're not that impressive. Yeah, but so that would be like my only response.
Yeah, I don't think the hair guy is going to be launching blasts and taking down a whole country by himself. And that's why I think like this will be my final point, like why Hikari isn't considered special grade, because like his ability is really strong, but it relies too much on luck and
a single opponent too, right?
Yeah. But what did you think of Yuki and her whole part in this fight? Because I like her power with controlling like her density and everything, and just hitting really hard.
So it's kind of like the ability you'd think Todo would have, you know, where he's this big dude, but then he kind of gets like this little teleport power, which you wouldn't assume it's from him, you know. And then with her, he used to give her the dense power, you know. So I think that's a kind of cool undercutting of expectation. I like the narrative irony that kind of comes in, where she was the one that more or less corrupted Geto, and then now Geto's corpse kills her, more or less, you know. So she kind of got her comeuppance a little bit with her loose lips and not really valuing what she was saying and being more responsible, you know. And you know, like poisoning someone's mind when he was in a low place, you know. So yeah, she's not much better than the rest of this Jujutsu Kaisen society, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm just kind of disappointed that this is where she supposedly meets her end. Like, if she creates a black hole just with all the density that control that she has. And so what do you think about the whole thing, the conclusion where Kenjaku's like, oh, I had anti-gravity powers this whole time? Do you think... I kind of see it as kind of a cop-out.
Yeah, I assumed something was going to happen. Like, he wasn't going to get taken down, you know?
Yeah, but this also confirms that he got that ability from Yuji's mother, who we thought was... It was a weird translation thing where it seemed like Yuji's mother was someone else, or his father was married before or something, but yeah, it seems like Kenjaku is Yuji's mother at this point, because he took over her body. I think that she died and then he took over the body.
Yeah.
Because I know we were kind of confused about that before.
Yeah, but I thought the fight was really good overall, though, and I liked the back and forth. And when Chozo came back in, I thought that was like a really cool, unexpected thing that even like caught me off guard. So I liked his whole kind of growth in this too, because he's talking about how like he chose to live as a curse, even though he's half curse, half human, and that was the easy way out. And he used like the abilities of his brother and his brothers and everything. Yeah, I thought this was his best showing. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And I did like fake Geto or Kenjaku's facial expressions throughout this fight. I thought they were pretty humorous, you know. So I thought that was funny, and then I guess like I saw Kenjaku as less impressive throughout this fight, because not that like, I mean, he took out two very powerful opponents at once, you know, and then Tengen, which I kind of expected more from, but whatever, that's another thing entirely, you know. But
yeah,
I mean, just think about it. Like, if there was like maybe one more or like grade 1 to a skilled grade 1 sorcerer here, like it would have maybe taken out Kenjaku, you know.
Yeah.
Like that, it just seemed like that's all they needed. Like, if Yuta was here too, or like Hikari, I think it would have been a game over for him at this point, you know?
Yeah, because we even get like the whole thing where Choso like basically knocks off Kenjaku's whole head. Like he rips him off at the stitches, which I thought that was a cool panel.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And
yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. So I thought like really cool fight, and yeah, they were pretty damn close. But I thought I knew it was gonna be one of those fights where we're really close, we're taking out the final villain, but we don't take him out.
Yeah,
you know? Or quote unquote final villain. There could be a lot of potential candidates for that. But yeah.
But I wanted to touch on really quick. We when Kenjaku first invades, because the barrier around them is malleable, he creates his own movie theater and basically just explains his plan.
Yeah.
And so I guess we can get into Tengen too, because he says that Tengen's more cursed spirit than human now, and if he merges with everyone's gonna form into like one huge being. And then we get the one double spread page with like this giant chimera. If you've ever seen Attack on Titan, it reminds me of like the big final Titan in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool. But yeah, what do you think about because Tengen, you seem kind of disappointed in their character.
I don't know. He just kind of seems like one of those guys you think would stay around just a tad bit longer or have more of the bag in terms of power, but
yeah,
he didn't.
He dispelled the barrier, but that was about it. Or the domain expansion.
This is like his lair too. You think that he could do some crazy shit,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I guess he's just more of a barrier person, not like an offense. But
I don't know. I think you can do some weird stuff with barriers, to trip somebody out. Theoretically, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You think like, and also I did find it strange how like nobody else is in Jujutsu. I mean, I know these are like the outlaws with him right now and everything, but like, you think the elders would like go out of their way to try to defend Tengen as well?
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, I thought it was
yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird. Like in the beginning, he was like, "Oh yeah, there were other star plasma vessels, but I took the chance and accepted that I was gonna evolve." So it's like ultimately, like the premature death arc was not it wasn't for nothing, but he just kind of accepted it. But I guess that's what it takes. And it was also a weird thing where it seems like Yuki, as a former star plasma vessel, can like hear the thoughts of all the other star plasma vessels that merged with Tengen, which is strange. And I don't know if we're gonna get more on that. Because it seems like Yuki's dead and Tengen is being kidnapped by Kenjaku. So
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Tengen's kind of, I don't know. No, I feel like there should have been more to the character.
Yeah, and especially we've only been with him for a short time, and obviously there's probably a lot he could have known or a lot he could have seen that we just weren't revealed to. And like I'd say another point of irony too is that Geto was like supposed to kind of like offer up, defend Tengen, and Star Plasma Vessel, do all that kind of jazz, and then now his corpse again is killing Tengen, and obviously Tengen's probably one of the main sources for probably restraining and getting rid of cursed spirits too, and now he's gone, so it's just kind of like another dimension of like how, I don't know, like Kenjaku is using Geto to live out the complete opposite of what he wants, so I think there's something really interesting about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a twisted way, he's kind of, well, yeah, he's doing like the opposite of what Geto wanted, because Kenjaku seems to want to convert everyone into sorcerers, and combine everyone together, whereas Geto just wanted to have just sorcerers by killing everyone.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get to this place where Geto really wanted to do the ends justify the means. He could do any terrible crap he wanted to get the outcome he wanted, but as a result, he provided an instrument for Kenjaku to do the exact opposite of what he wanted, and now it just made the world the exact opposite of what he wanted to. Yeah, so he went from this disciplined good guy sorcerer to this, so it's like he's been corrupted even further beyond when he fell away from the JJK society. So
but yeah, I thought I don't know, I felt like the ending was kind of abrupt with creating the black hole and everything, and it only affected a limited area. Like if it wasn't like in the barriers or Kenjaku used the anti-gravity technique, then would it have just swallowed up the whole planet or what?
Yeah.
But yeah, we leave with Kenjaku going to Tengen's actual body and I guess absorbing them. It was established that this is basically the end for the end of the world. Like this is ultimately what he was aiming for with the culling game. So
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was the whole point of that one arc. Yeah, with Gojo and Getsu, you know, and now it's now we get to see the consequences of what happened without Tengen, you know. So.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I think he Kenjaku planned this because I think he said that Tengen said that he had interfered in the past with the merging of the star plasma vessel. So I think this was ultimately his plan, like decades in the work.
Madara Uchiha type of guy.
Yeah, all according to Keikaku.
And Zetsu.
Yeah. Ugh. Hopefully JJK will have a better ending than that. But but yeah, any final predictions about where the story is going to go from here, or because we still have to deal with the America invading the sorcerers. That was kind of left up in the air.
Yeah, I just think they're going to end up being food source for Tengen, if I had to guess. I think that's probably what's going to end up happening, you know? Yeah. Okay. There's just going to be more pure pandemonium as soon as they got like a W with trying to release Gojo. This is going to happen now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because speaking of Gojo, Tengen had the back of the prison realm, so hopefully, because Choso escaped, hopefully Choso has that now. Or
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, final thoughts. I had issues with Yuki's involvement in this. Just like if this is all we get, then she was kind of hyped up for nothing. But besides that, I like the fight. I think this will go crazy in the anime.
For sure.
But yeah, final thoughts from you?
No, that's it. Yeah, good chapters. Looking forward to the next time.
Yeah. Okay then. Once again, like and subscribe if you like the content, and let us know what you thought of the chapters, and we'll be getting more content out to you soon. And take care.
Peace.